Hey everyone, welcome back to some more tips for your life. And here we have things about, the night owls. Now, are you a night owl and like to sleep in? Now, I wouldn't say sleeping in because if you let's say stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning and you get 8 hours, it's 9 o'clock. You're sleeping in compared to a morning person. But if you're a night person, you're still getting the same amount of sleep. Now, here's the thing. I used to be able to do this when I was younger, and I was always groggy for school. But it was amazing. I could stay up really late on Friday, like midnight or something. Be up by 8 or 9 o'clock and had energy for all day on a Saturday, or when I was in college and didn't have classes till later. So anyway, but nowadays I can't sleep in that late. So night owls might get a rap for staying up too late, watching Netflix, or getting lost in meme spirals on the web. But it's not all fun and games. Study after study shows the later you sleep and rise, the more likely you are to develop some serious health complications. What? Isn't that exactly? Wait a minute. If you love staying up late and sleeping in, doing otherwise might actually hurt your weight. Okay, that's already contradicted, hasn't it not? A new paper by research from Northwestern University and the University of Surrey in UK doubles down on the findings that night owls are more likely to suffer from a host of different diseases. Diabetes, mental illness. It's always diabetes. That's our heart disease, to name a few. It also concludes for the first time that night owls had a 10% increased risk of dying in the time period used in the study compared to those that rise early and early to bed, early to rise. I think it's really important to get this message out to people who are night owls. They are, so this is said lead author Kristen Knudsen, or Knudsen. So it's Northwestern. That might be some Norwegian descent there. There may be some compelling consequences associated with these habits, and they might need to be more vigilant in maintaining a healthier lifestyle. Published in the latest issue of Chronobiology International, the paper analyzed 433,268. That's a lot. So what's the gist? So these persons were asked the questions related to their chronotype and preferred time and duration of sleep during 24-hour day. More morning person than evening person. More in evening. Okay, definitely an evening person. Found that 10,000 subjects died in the 6.5 years that followed the end of the biobank study, and the ones who were definite evening types had 10%. Okay. That sounds scary, sure. And contradictory to the title, but there are a few limitations worth considering. Since we aren't able to pinpoint and find out why night owls are more likely to die sooner, so created some murkiness. So we think it in the past, at least partially due to our biological clocks, we think the problem is that night owls are forced to live in a more lark world, where you may have to get up early for work and start the day that more. Yep, that's true. And there's a lot of research on this with teenagers, actually, and the high school start times are way too early. So it's a mismatch between the internal clock and external world. That's true. The mismatch I was referring to is the circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms determine sleep patterns, energy levels, hormones, and body temperatures, basically all the most important things. These are ideal or optimum times for certain things to occur. Messing with your preferred sleep schedule, yeah. And this is also, I would say that, if you have let's say you got to be in bed by 10 o'clock during the week and up fairly early, and then you stay up too late on a weekend, you can get ill. We are feeling the effects of this, and to some extent, no matter where we live to go to sleep. Research indicates that dogs will bark no matter how much I tell them to be quiet. Scientists are working to understand what kind of impact this has on our health. Okay, unfortunately, the biobank data only indicate whether someone identified, but not whether they had a sleep schedule that suited their chronotype. That's true. However, data is limited to, so this is really saying a whole lot of nothing. To some extent, we're stuck with the chronotype we're born with. Okay, yep. But there are certain actions individuals could take to minimize the difference between their. Okay, so far the title has been exact opposite of, unless I can't read the title. Weekends on vacation is out of the question. Lapsing into night owl pattern weekends or on vacation is out of the question. Okay. Earlier to minimize discord, but they would need to do so gradually and maintain that. Yeah, this I've noticed. There are times when I stay up too late, I get sick, even though I'm a night owl. And this has been true for 20 years. Of course, being a creature of the night isn't all bad. Other studies have shown that the whole morning versus night person debate is really more of a proxy battle between organized and meticulous, or being expressive and imaginative. That is true. The well-organized people got up early one morning and didn't think anybody was in charge, cleaned up the mess from the partiers the night before, and it's been crap ever since. Day dwellers might be more focused on achieving goals and paying attention to details, but all-nighters tend to be more creative and open to new experiences. That's me right there. I don't want about all-nighters, just night owls. If you're a night owl, don't be too rash to think you should change yourself. Maybe you just need a career that harnesses your artistic side and lets you sleep in a little bit. So, staying up late and sleeping in, doing otherwise might actually hurt your health. This is nowhere in the article. So, Neil Patel, I don't know what everything shows that they die earlier, but I think it probably is that they're forced to live in a structured environment that that morning people love, and government, military, schools, all that stuff, and it's reinforced, and there we go. But hey, eating oranges, I guess those are oranges at night, that was probably be healthy too, and get away from the computer. All right, so what do you think? Do you think this article's full of crap? Do you think the dogs have stopped barking? And thanks for liking and clicking like and sharing this on all your social medias. I really, really appreciate it, and we'll see you. Goodbye. Dozer, sit down. This isn't a playground. No, you don't have to get, no, don't get under my desk, because then he'll come over and you two will fight at my feet. Sit. All right. Stay. All right, 3, 2, and 1.